Hello everyone! Thanks for joining me. Today we'll be exploring Darklight Catacombs. This is a fairly small catacomb and you encounter the usual imp enemies as well as a few mages. As its name suggests, this catacomb's gimmick has to do with dark and light, where you activate levers in order to light up an otherwise dark catacomb. Pretty simple, right? So let's get started. Let's get our shield on, and before grabbing that goodie, watch out for the ambush on the left. Alright, let's grab our goodie and continue on. If you don't want to explore this catacomb in the dark, there's the first lever you need to activate to turn the light on. This next room has a couple of imps and our little friend that loves to blow us up, so let's clear them out before turning the light on. Don't be shy, little buddy. Come on out. There you are. Alright, coast is clear. Let's go turn the light on. Alright. Much nicer to see now. Let's continue going down. This next room, we have a choice to make. We can go down into another area with more imps, or we can take this shortcut and grab more goodies. I'm all about goodies, so let's go this way. Approach this gap slowly and drop down. And here's our goodie. To continue on, we drop down again. Now turn around, take out the mage before going into the room. There's one imp on the corner. Grab this goodie, and this is the area we would have come out if we had taken the other path. We're done here. Let's continue on. Same deal in this next area. We need to find a lever to turn the light on. There's a goodie in this room on the left, but before going in, take out the mage hiding above. Now take care of the imp on the right. There should be another imp down here, so use your target lock to find him. Let's go downstairs. There's the lever room, and to get there, we go this way, but be careful with that ambush. Now come out here, go up this ladder, and at the top, we're gonna make a right. Then drop down. Activate the lever. We're done here. Drop down again. Let's pick up this goodie, and if you want more imp trouble, you can go this way, or come this way to another shortcut with goodies. There will be an ambush down below, so let's get ready. Be careful here. Before going in, there's an imp up in the ceiling and a mage on the right. It's amazing that mage doesn't see us. In any event, let's pick up our goodies. Alright, we're done here. Let's go find another ambush. Before going through that entrance, there's a mage on the right. If you're patient, he will eventually move, and that's your cue to enter and take him out. Alright, let's grab our goodie and take the imp that's down below us. To continue on, we would come down this way and take the elevator. But first, let me show you where you'd come out if you had taken the other path. After dealing with a few imps, you would eventually come down those stairs. And yes, that mage would be waiting for you to make your life miserable. Alright, this is the level where the fun truly begins. There's our Bigmouth cannon friend. Our first goal in this area is to not die. And our second goal is to activate the lever that will turn the light on, but most importantly, it will lower the platform where our Bigmouth friend is located. If we die, at least we respawn here. First things first, run to the right and jump down to get behind a column on the floor below. So let the shit show begin. Alright, we're safe here. There's a goodie back there, but we do not want to go inside that room. Where you see that light, that's our goal. So here we go. As you run towards that room, try to meander from side to side. Let's activate this lever. Now if you notice, the platform where the Bigmouth cannon is lowering. Now here's one of his buddies. Take him out. And if you're wondering, yes, we could take out the Bigmouth before lowering the platform. However, the goodie he drops would be suspended in the air once the platform is lowered, preventing us from getting it. I normally don't hang out here because it's too far, but let's try a few alternatives just for fun. Well, bow and arrow will take us a long time to take him out, but it's doable. And this weapon won't work because again he's too far. So what we're going to do is run to the middle and take him out from there. He still has a little buddy next to him, so we gotta take him out so we can use our target lock. Nope, can't use this. So bow and arrow it is. Alright, I had enough of the shit show. Let's take him out. This is probably the most time I've ever spent on this guy, but I hope I was able to show you guys some things. Alright, let's clear this place up. I don't think there's anything back here, but let's check. Alright, before getting blasted going for this goodie, let's take out this little mouth out. Not that I need it, but let's pick up this guys. And here's the reason for going through all that trouble. Alright, let's drop down and pick up one more goodie. Isn't this great? Now you can have your own Bigmouth cannon. Alright, on to the next goodie. Yes, I see you up there. Come on down. Before collecting our last goodie, let me show you where we are. You remember this area, right? This should be engraved in your brain from now on. Alright, now on to the boss. Well, if you thought Bigmouth was bad, wait until you get into the boss's room. This boss deals a lot of holy damage, so let's get ready. I don't normally change my talismans, but since I haven't tried anything new in a while, let's try using the golden braid for a change. I thought I changed this one already. Oh, I know what I did. I just switched them around. Now let's change this back. Yeah, I want you. What about you? What else we got? Nah, let's just keep this one. Alright, this looks alright. Let's get going. Well, we don't have a whole lot of flasks. But if worst comes to worst, we'll die. And we'll respawn right here. So let's go get him. I'm wondering if a shield would be good here. Well, let's give it a try. It can't hurt. Can always take it off later. Let me get away from all these messages so I can use my stuff. Alright, here we go. This boss summons a bunch of helpers, so my suggestion for this fight is to focus on the boss only. Don't worry about any other enemy. Make the boss your only priority. Fun boss, isn't he? Anyway, we don't need a shield, but once you go in, same drill. Stay on the boss, don't worry about anybody else. Focus on the boss only. Here we go. Alright, that's one way to take care of the Inquisitor. Remember, if you stay focused on him, it shouldn't be too hard. Don't worry about anybody else. Alright, let's activate this Grace. And let's upgrade our blessings. Alright, this is a good place for us to stop. So we'll end here and we'll continue on another video. Thanks for watching and have a great day.